Rich with Pitch Black in Michigan, back again. I wanted to get this video series going about the questions that we normally get. And one of the main ones that continuously is being asked is, why should I do 2 coats of sealer versus 1 coat? Well, I will tell you, I'm an asphalt artist, but I'm far from a paper artist, so forgive me for my artistry here. Here's your asphalt, right? In this whole section right here, the little orange squiggly lines and the yellow, that's the 1 coat of sealer that you applied to the 50 square feet per gallon, which is typically recommended across your seal coat. This layer that has the orange in it is your undried sealer. That yellow layer right here on top is the dried film from the sun hitting the sealer and evaporating the water. So there's 2 main things that happen while sealer is curing. The first stage is your water evaporation. The second stage is your actual curing of what your sealer is made of, whether it be a coal tar resin, asphalt resin. Now what happens is when you're on a hot day and you put that sealer down too thick in 1 coat instead of 2, that film is created on the top, and that bottom underneath that film cannot expel the water in time. So you start to see tire marks and the little scuffs from the vehicles going in and out. Well, a lot of that is actually caused from water trying to evaporate. So what happens is as it tries to push through that dried film, it's keeping that soft, so it's not allowing the curing of what the sealer is made of, the base resins, to cure out properly. So it stays softer because water is constantly trying to penetrate it. So when you do 2 coats instead of 1, you get a thin layer right here. And 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see a little bit of asphalt through that first coat. It's like a prime coat. If there's any moisture that's left in this asphalt, and you put that prime coat on, the sun is going to beat down on that and start to raise the temp of that asphalt. What happens is any little bit of moisture from dew overnight or a little mist, foggy stuff that got into that asphalt, that prime coat is going to help expel any moisture that's left on the surface. Once that dries, all the moisture in the sealer can expel. Then you come back in and you put a heavier second coat on. Now remember, you're still trying to hit your 50 or so square feet per gallon typically. So your first coat's going to be thin, it's going to be a prime coat, it's going to prep the surface for that heavier second coat. And once that happens, because you raise the temp of the asphalt with that prime coat, that's going to help expel the rest of the moisture out of that heavier second coat. So you already have a pre-warming effect, and it helps it cure faster. So if you're getting tire marks 2-3 weeks down the line, chances are you probably had that primer coat too heavy, or you just did too heavy of a 1 coat. So it's having a heck of a time expelling that moisture out from underneath that top film of sealer. Now, a couple benefits that you're getting from a 2 coat as well, we often refer to like painting your walls. So if you're going to paint your wall, you put your first coat on, and yeah, you might see through some areas, it's a little bit splotchy here and there. You let it cure out for a while, and then you go back and you put your second coat on, and your second coat's nice and even. Any little voids or small marks that you had in it have now been taken care of. So I always recommend 2 coats versus 1, especially on new asphalt. And when I say new, I don't mean it has to be brand new asphalt, but unsealed asphalt, so it could still be older asphalt that needs to be maintained. But if there's not any sealer on it yet, it's even more of a big deal to do the 2 coats. Because if it already has a little bit of sealer on it prior to you coming in to do the maintenance work, the asphalt temp's already staying up there. It's already warming up sooner than a gray asphalt over there across the street. Another good reason to do 2 coats is you get a better finish. So that first coat's going to help soak in to that pavement. And then that second heavier coat has got a little bit of a prime coat to adhere to. Again, back to the painting. You paint a prime coat on, and then you go back over it, you put your next coat on. That's how you get it to look like the best finish you could possibly achieve. If you got any more questions about the 1 to 2 coat process, feel free to ask us. We're here to give any information we can. So give us a call, shoot us an email, and let us know how we can serve you.